What up, world? It's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty show, where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. You know, I always got to start the show off by saying one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM. Also got to say one time for the good people over at Live 365 internet radio streaming source. They have given us, or allowed us, the position to launch our own radio station. So I'd like to welcome to the world Ride 95. All right, so you can hear all the Ridin Durty interviews or the Ridin Durty show on WRFG 89.3 FM in Atlanta, also at Ride 95, courtesy of Live 365 internet radio station. Matter of fact, I strongly encourage you to download the Live 365 app, type in the words Ride 95, and check out our 24-hour radio station. I also got to say one time for our sponsor, the good people over at the I'm So Shirt Company. All right, I'm So Shirt Company, they design t-shirts with you in mind. All right, now these t-shirts are designed with you in mind, but not only are they designed with you in mind, they're designed for you to represent who you are and what you stand for. These are exclusive t-shirts. You can have printed whatever you like printed on them. So please visit them at the I'mSoShirt.com, especially my artists. What up, Double A? What up, Joe Kidd? They're always looking for artists to rock their merchandise and create sponsorship packages for them. So again, make sure y'all visit the I'mSoShirt.com and find out how you can get you a dope custom shirt and start representing for yourself. All right, today is Thursday, May 7th. All right, got some birthdays I got to shout out really quick. Let me click over here and see. All right, got to say happy birthday to my man J Balvin. A lot of people might not know, but J Balvin is a reggaeton or Latin trap artist. He turns 35 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to female rapper Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty turns 23 years old today. And also, if you're a wrestling fan, gotta say happy birthday to Mr. Kevin Owens. He turns 36 years old today. Not a lot of birthdays. Happy birthday to Washington Redskins quarterback Alex Smith. He turns 36 years old today. And let's see. That's about it. Earl Thomas, NFL player Earl Thomas, is 31 today. And that is it. So please wish all those people happy birthday. And we're going to keep it pushing. Today, you know, I always like to let y'all know what's going on in the world. All right, today is National Day of Prayer. All right, today is National Day of Prayer. All right, the National Day of Prayer is observed annually on the first Thursday in May. This day observance is designated for the United States Congress, where they ask people to turn to God in prayer and meditation. All right. The way you observe this holiday is people of many different faiths join in prayer on this day, while some will attend the church, mosque, temple, or monasteries of their choice and pray. Others will do prayer events, or some will just pray in silence. So if you choose to participate, today again is National Day of Prayer. We ask that you hashtag National Day of Prayer if you're participating on social media. All right? Okay, let's keep this thing rolling. Let's see what we got going on in celebrity news. This is for my blogger community. It seems like there's a blogger beef. There's a blogger beef brewing. If you're familiar with the blogger Nick at Night, and if you're familiar with the blogger Tasha K on YouTube, it seems like both of these ladies are definitely going at it. If you get a chance, if you're into that type of thing, definitely check it out. They're both making valid points. To me, it's just both gossip and blogging. But if you like that drama, then definitely check it out. All right. Man, it seems like Jason Derulo is definitely doing his thing when it comes to this whole quarantine thing. He had a situation that went viral when it comes to him shaving off his eyebrow. But now he's definitely keeping it really cool, because he's been getting insulted a lot about the eyebrow and a lot of things he's going. But Jason Derulo is definitely like, you know what, he's advising people to definitely stay home and don't pay any attention to any things that's going on. One time for my man Chance the Rapper, it seemed like he's giving out cash to educators doing his virtual award show. That's right. Chance the Rapper is definitely doing his own award show geared towards Chicago, and he's giving out cash to teachers in the community. All right. All right. So, one time, my man, you might know artist Dave Tolliver. He's been named as Apple's Music Up Next Breakout Artist. So definitely be on the lookout for my man as he's definitely doing his thing. Okay? All right. So, I just gave out a little celebrity news. I'll let you know about birthdays and let you know what today is, and I also let you know about our amazing sponsors. Now it's time for me to do what I enjoy doing most, and that's bringing you the artists on the streets that are doing their thing. And today is no different than any other day. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Ridin Durty platform. Singer, artist, Mr. Heavy Hooks. What's going on, my G? Hold on, let me get you queued up here.
What's going on, bro? Thanks for having me on here, man.
Man, I'm glad to have you on. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball today, but I'm definitely catching up to speed. The first thing I gotta say is welcome to the platform, and how are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing well. I was looking forward to this interview, man. I'm just out here trying to launch my new music career.
All right, so look, the first thing I gotta ask is, number one, where is Heavy Hooks from? And number two, how did you come up with that name? Because the name just snatched my attention.
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, man. I'm in that town right now. And the way I got this name was hanging with my friend Mariano. He's an artist, too. And when we started hanging out, we was doing music in the car. And one thing I was good at was coming up with catchy hooks. And he would be like, man, those are heavy. And he was like, Heavy Hooks. And I was like, yeah, I like that, bro.
All right, so now I got to go back. You say you're from Naptown, right?
Yep.
And I don't know how abreast you are of things that go on in the community when it comes to activism and socialism. Have you heard about the incident that happened last night in Indianapolis?
Yeah, the fatal shooting.
Yes. Have you?
Yes.
Before we get too in depth, what are your thoughts on that situation? Considering that situation is not even 24 years old, 24 hours old.
24 hours old.
Yeah.
I just think that the black community once again needs to keep working on strengthening the community to make sure that we can lessen this. And shout out to Dayon Miller. He's one of my good friends. That's one of the my bad. His name is Kwame. He changed his name to Kwame, but he's a part of the Black Panther group this year. And he was out there last night. So shout out to him. I just think we just got to keep educating our youth and educating ourselves as adults so we can do more in the community to stop this or lessen it.
You're definitely right. All right, so back to Heavy Hooks, because I don't want to take up too much of your time on that. We're going to watch that situation unfold. All right, so the name Heavy Hooks, you say, came from your man. Let's talk a little bit about you and being from Indianapolis and your pursuit for music. The first thing I got to ask is, I haven't known a lot of artists to come from the area. Who are some of the artists that's paved the way in your area when it comes to getting national exposure?
Oh, man, that's easy. Montgomery, what's his name? Wes Montgomery is a famous jazz guitarist. And the one you will know is Babyface. Babyface is the biggest artist from here, I would say. And then we got Mark Battles. And let me see. And right now, somebody that's getting a lot of motion is Kitty Red. And in America, too. A female artist named America. But the biggest one I would say is Babyface.
Okay. All right. Now, what do Heavy Hooks intend on bringing to the game as an artist?
Well, what I like to say is I bring clean, conscious content. A lot of my music is something that you can listen to with your mom, your grandma, and your kids. And it's full of love, family, and collective action.
Okay, say that again. Love, family, and collective action.
Action, yeah.
Explain that to the people.
All right, so I think love is the most powerful emotion on this earth. And I think if we want to use it wisely, then as a community and as a family, we need to define it ourselves so we can use it in a way that's going to empower us. So I have 4 kids, and I told them that the definition of love is giving others what they need. If you're talking about loving another person, and if you're loving yourself, is giving yourself what you need. And the reason I put it that way to them is because we don't want to say love is when you don't try to hurt somebody, because there's times where something you may do may hurt the other person, but you're doing it because you love them. And so that as they grow up and get in relationships, if someone is harming them or hurting them, they could quickly recognize that that person is not loving them, and vice versa. If they're doing something to themselves, like not working out, not meditating, eating bad foods, then they can quickly see they're not loving themselves. And I told them that the reason that love is important is because we have a responsibility to our family, and families have a responsibility to their community, so that's where I get the collective action from.
Okay, now, you mentioned that you are a father of 4. The first thing I got to ask, will you encourage any of your 4 kids to pursue music?
I don't know if I would encourage them to, but I wouldn't discourage.
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't discourage, but I don't know if I would encourage them to.
What would be the reason why you wouldn't encourage them to pursue music? Just curious.
Oh, the reason I wouldn't is because I think that a lot of our black youth have been encouraged to go towards entertainment and sports, and I don't want them to think that that's what they have to do. I tell them if they do love music to pursue that and put their heart in. If they love sports, do that, put their heart in that too. But they're so talented as black children that they can do whatever they want. They shouldn't be limited to just music.
All right, definitely. Oh man, I definitely agree on that. I definitely agree on that. Now let's talk a little bit about Heavy Hooks as an artist. What is your style? What do you want to be remembered for as an artist?
That I put thought in my music and that my content uplifted the black community and didn't encourage anything, how can I say, anything negative towards the community. I don't want to be remembered for having music that brought down the community. I want to be known for music that uplifted the community, pushed the community, and caused the community to think and take collective action.
Okay, all right. That's definitely an amazing goal. What do you consider? What type of artist do you consider yourself? Would you consider your genre R&B? Would you consider your style hip hop? Like, what lane do you put yourself in? I know most artists don't want to be put in a box or put in a lane, but where would you put yourself?
I would say it would be a combination of R&B and hip hop because I like to sing and I like to rap. And I don't necessarily like to just do one or the other all the time. So most of my songs includes both me singing and rapping.
Okay, all right. Which do you prefer?
That's tough. Okay, I'll put it this way. I love to sing hooks. It's rare that my hooks are going to have me just like rapping the hook.
Okay, so would you consider yourself like let's just say a Nate Dogg, or I'm trying to think of some of the most...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, no, all my friends say that. That's what they think when they hear my music and me sing. That's what they think, yes.
All right.
And I'm like 6'7" too.
That's what I gotta ask. That was gonna be the next question. So you're 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". At any point in time growing up in Naptown, were you ever on that b-ball court?
Oh, yeah. I won my high school's first state championship in 1998. Then I got a scholarship to play at Purdue University. I was a 2-year starter there. I went to back-to-back Sweet 16s, won Elite 8. I tried out with the Indiana Pacers. I played overseas once. Yep.
All right. Now, what was those stats like?
At my senior year in high school, I averaged like 13.7. At Purdue, my junior year was my best year. My first 2 years at Purdue, I probably averaged, I think, like 1 or 2 points. But then my junior year, before I ended up getting hurt. So my junior year was my best year. Before I got hurt, I was averaging a block a game, 16 points, shooting 4% from three, 70% from the free throw line. I was leading the team, second in rebounds. But I was in the top 10 category in every Big Ten statistical category before I got hurt.
All right, now, which do you prefer? Did you prefer the b-ball court, or do you prefer the studio?
The b-ball court. I just literally got into music as a teacher. I was saying about 2016. So I'm a school teacher now, and just trying to find ways to connect with the students. I found music was the great way, so we built a studio in my classroom, and we started going at it. So this is new, but I can still see how basketball correlates to music, because like you said, the studio is just like the court. You got to put in that practice.
All right, now, as a school teacher, now we get into the dirt. As a school teacher, how has your students responded to Heavy Hooks, the artist?
Oh, man. Okay, now that's a tricky question. Now, if it is students in my class, initially, they think I'm corny till they hear the music. Because in my classroom, I'm an English teacher. So, I'm trying to rhyme and teach them metaphors and similes and allusions. They laughing. But then when I turn on the studio recorded music, they're like, oh, okay, I like that. So initially they laugh and think I'm corny, but when they hear the music or they hear me sing, they're like, oh, Mr. Smith, okay, I like that.
All right, do they know that you call yourself Heavy Hooks?
Yeah, they know now. It's a fairly new name, but yeah, they know now.
All right, well, so all right, you say you're an English teacher. What grade are you teaching English?
Just 11th grade, so juniors.
Oh, so you're definitely in there with the kids who are super heavy involved with the music scene, or I'm sure you got some inspiring artists in your class.
Yes, yep. And I have a YouTube channel, and I've been chronicling all of our journeys because we've been making music together.
All right, so you have students.
We took a.
I apologize.
Go ahead.
You have students that's actually part of this musical journey.
Yes, me and one of my students dropped our first mixtape in 2018 called Juxtaposition.
Okay, so how did that work out for you, and what's the relationship with that particular student now?
He goes to Indiana University. We still talk. Well, of course, he's home now because of the virus, but we're still really close. We still talk. We're trying to come up with another project together, but it was really fun because we got to do a release party at his house, and his family got to hear him. His dad was a rapper, so he was proud of his son. Of course, I was proud of me taking him under, my wing as his teacher and being a good mentor to him. So it was a great experience.
All right, that's definitely, man, that's amazing. I love when the teachers are definitely encouraging the kids to pursue their dreams. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your company, New Truth Music. Tell me a little bit about the company, when you started it, and your reason for starting it.
I started New Truth Media in 2016 or 2017, and I started it so I could create, like I said, clean, conscious content. I not only wanted to produce clean, conscious music, but also like comedies and sitcoms, documentaries. Because I grew up wanting to be a filmmaker.
Okay, all right. And at this point, like, are there other artists under the umbrella, or is it just yourself?
That's a great question. So as I started, there were artists under there, but as I learned more about the music industry, I learned that I didn't have the funds to be able to do the things that the young artists wanted me to do. So right now it's just me. But that's what one of my goals is, to get it going for the younger generation, so they can see, they don't have to create the music that they hear on the radio. They can create something totally new, and it can be clean.
All right, now, I have to go back to teaching. Do any of the other teachers at the school know what you actually do as well, or is it just kind of something just on you?
No, they know, because when I first started, like I said, when we built the studio in my classroom, every year we have a Black History convocation, and the first year I started teaching there, me and the students, we did a song about Toussaint Louverture, the leader of the Haitian Revolutionary War, and Harriet Tubman. We performed it in front of the whole school. So yeah, the teachers know. And then some of the teachers on my team in the English department, on my break, I'll take the book Their Eyes Are Watching God, and I create songs, and I'll perform them in their songs on my break, and they really enjoy that.
All right, that's definitely, man, that is amazing. I gotta say, hats off and kudos to you for definitely doing what you're doing. Number one, for your career. Number two, man, I commend that. Hats off to you. I also gotta say, man, I'm on your website, and number one, I love this cover to Naptown's Finest, the mixtape. I love that cover, and I'm really digging the Life is Heavy t-shirts. Are those still available?
Man, thank you. Yeah, they still available. You just click on that link there, and it should take you there.
Okay. All right. Talking to you like this is longer than 30 minutes. Let's talk a little bit about this single that we're about to play, and also it's officially dropping on the 9th, the single Let It Rain. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Oh, yes. Yes. So the only reason, we were reading Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. She's a Harlem Renaissance writer. And it was a part in the book that the kids just didn't understand, and the kids was bored. And the part in the book is about a young girl's first sexual experience, and they were using metaphors with flowers and nature. And it got me thinking. I was like, hold up. I got a song that's kind of similar to that. So I played it for my students, the single that you're about to play, Let It Rain, and they loved it. So initially I was going to drop my project, Naptown's Finest, first, but I changed it up, and I was like, since the young people like Let It Rain, I'm going to go ahead and drop that as my first single.
All right. So look, who produced the single, and what was your actual thought process when you wrote it?
So this beat was created by Lewis Dunn. He was one of my students I had in 2016, and we couldn't really come up with anything. I didn't come up with anything until 2019, and I wrote it. I was just sitting at home, and I was like, let it rain. I don't know. It just hit me. I don't know how, but finally, 2 years, 3 years later, it just finally hit me.
Okay, I definitely get it. So do me a favor, because we're running out of time. Yeah. First of all, let me ask you this: how has social media influenced how you get your music and message to the masses?
It heavily influences it. That's the only thing I can use. That's all the young people are on now. So that's primarily what I use.
Okay. All right. Now, how can people find you when it comes to social media?
They can find me on Instagram at HeavyHooks31. That's my Instagram. And on SoundCloud, it's HeavyHooks31 as well. And my website is New Truth Music, and New is spelled N as in Nancy, U, truthmusic.com.
All right. And are you on Facebook? Do you use Facebook at all?
Rarely. Mostly Instagram and SoundCloud.
Okay. All right. Well, do me a favor, Mr. Heavy Hooks. Introduce this record to the world. Hold on, Heavy Hooks.
Right, this is Heavy Hooks.
Let me pause you real quick. I'm going to call you. I have a question for you, but I'm gonna call you off air as soon as we end this. Now, introduce this song to the world.
This is Heavy Hooks, and this is my first single. It's called Let It Rain.
Appreciate it, my G.
All right, thanks.
Hey, a lot of people, they hate it when it rains, but not me, because when it rains, it replenishes the earth. It helps things grow. So you know what I say? Let it rain. Let it rain. Let it rain. Let it rain. Raindrops just rain on me. No place I'd rather be. Saturate me with energy. Us together, that's synergy. We in the center, that's centipede. Oh, that's centipede. We in the center, that's centipede. Hey, I just want you right here next to me. You my flower, I'm the bumblebee. You got that pollen that's so sweet, and I'm missing the taste and it's killing me. Seriously, literally, missing the synergy. Meant when I said I would take you to ecstasy, right on the beach and we under a canopy, sipping on drinks, peer out into the sea. You holding me, kissing me, telling me you feeling me. There's no place that you'd rather be. This is not a joke, I'm talking honestly. Just open your mind and just let it be. Oh, and let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Raindrops just rain on me. No place I'd rather be. Saturate me with energy. Us together, that's synergy. We in the center, that's centipede. We in the center, that's centipede. Always in tune when we switching lanes and changing gears on the same page. Have no fear, eating lobster on the Navy pier. Perfect day and the sky is clear. Leaning over, whisper in your ear. I want you all, but it's clear. Never want you gone, always want you there. Intoxicating like a stellar beer. Don't be tripping, this what you want to hear. I'm that good man, so it's time to cheer. So don't be drinking with that take care or that I don't care, cause I care. Girl, I really need your love and I care. And I care where I need that loving. Give me that loving. Raindrops just rain on me. No place I'd rather be. Saturate me with energy. Us together, that's synergy. We in the center, that's centipede. We in the center, that's centipede.
90 seconds.
Double A, you crazy.
No place I'd rather be. Saturate me with energy. Us together, that's synergy. We in the center, that's centipede.
All right, that was my man Heavy Hooks representing that Nap Town. It's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty Show. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 with another interview. Yeah.